And just to note immediately, I am not sponsored by the developer or any affiliated parties, but moving into, also we have timestamps, moving into this, we should be relatively quicker here, because if we were to put things in, I'll go through it just kind of to go through it, because obviously I kind of already know what to do, but otherwise, as we start this off here, yeah, we'll just go from left to right again. So at this point, because you would see that you're missing achievements, you do have to go through each of the 4 characters. So in a way, you do have to, how should I say, go through and play again. But again, if you manage to get through and survive long enough, then it should be relatively easy. Also, I need to do a lifeguard here, because otherwise I'm going to forget. That being said, I'm actually going to be lazy here and just cover 2. And now I have to guess. Why did I do this to myself? Okay, well, it's not... So spade, it is club into spade, I believe. Yeah, club into spade, and if I get it wrong, well, sadness happens. So, if I were to find... So in this particular instance, and you can type in what you need here as well. You can be reminded where you need to go. But this one in particular, so you'll recognize everything that basically the game spits out to you based on what you type in. So let me just make sure I'm actually surviving, because otherwise, yeah, I have to do it again and that would waste time. -4. I almost said 5. -15 is less than -9. And in this particular instance, that A and H is actually the sequence of letters that belongs to the mini game. So on each of these cards you see, so this one says like MITH, this one says King, this one says VAN. So you need to look for the mini game that has ANKH question mark. Oh my goodness, I was trying to spell while I was also talking. ANH, sorry. Oh god, goodness gracious. We'll do memorize. Well, we should get more lifeguards out of this, theoretically speaking. Timer gem 8. Timer Gem 8 Cloud. Timer Gem 8. Timer Gem Cloud. Let me make sure I can actually do this correctly. Timer Gem. I forgot, actually. So I'm going to open one up and I'm just going to guess. That's not great. But that should be Clover. What did I just open up? I'm going to say that's the gem. Okay, it is. And once we find A and H, then in this particular instance, it's not as obvious to use. Oh my goodness, please let me go. But if I don't actually find it, I'm going to actually be sad. But hey, this is the first time we're seeing the expert game, so 2 seconds. Let me actually focus here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm going a little far. 3, 2, blip. Nope. Sadness happens. No! Not that I would have got... If I did get lifeguards, that would have been nice. But otherwise, when we get... So here's A and H here in Hangman. So you might be wondering, okay, what does that have to do with anything? Well, when you type in what it literally gives you... Okay, actually, it is obvious. I thought they didn't give you the hint. So, we put that in. And this will happen whenever you do things correctly for each character. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say. As we are actually, if you didn't see the last episode, we're forgetting a character, so we will make sure that we can go and, well, run into that character here. And here's the countdown, by the way. Or here's the counter. And you don't have to do it in the order that I'm doing it here, it's just that I'm choosing to do so. So, if we're to move on to our next character, and type that in, we have this sequence, which I'm not going to remember, so I'm actually going to type it in over here, because I'm not going to remember it all. You could just type in the character again, but really, I think, just to make sure... Okay, it does stay on screen. There's a lot of nice design decisions that the developer did. You did not have... the text did not have to be left on screen here for you to kind of read. Oh yeah, that's all I have to say, because then you would have to write down things in real life, which I wouldn't normally, I would not normally advise. You do want to make the player's life easier in pretty much most cases. So, we have to look for, I think if I recall correctly, this is Minesweeper, but to actually run into Minesweeper, we have to, well, again, survive. So math, let's do math first, because math sometimes just goes crazy. And we can save some time. 0, can act like a normal kid. In this particular instance for Nam, getting that question wrong gives you back a lifeguard. But let me see here. Let's do rock, paper, scissors now, because I'm going to forget. Not be rock, so we pick scissors. Double scissors, so scissors, 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 rock. 3 scissors and a rock, basically, is what I'm trying to remember. In the last round, so you're going to pick paper, so I pick scissors. So scissors, 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 rock. Paper, scissors. But then, yeah, I don't need to remember that much, so off we go. Looking for Minesweeper. We don't need to look at the symbols because we know it's Minesweeper, but if you don't know it's Minesweeper, then you can just put back in that code sequence. I think you can actually, let me actually test this out because I want, so let me just put in, so 2222. If I copy that, can I paste it in game? I can. So hey, again, something extra to note. So you can literally copy paste things. So let's go off into another one. We'll do expert and try again. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little slow, but I tend to count faster in that regard. So, yeah, that's why I kind of clicked it earlier. Simon, bad card with... I mean, we're Nam, so we should be able to just lifeguard this. If we get it wrong, so be it, question mark. Now, if I'm that unlucky, question mark, that is interesting to note. But, hey. The unfortunate part is that because if I go into... Yeah, I was about to say, if I get Minesweeper with only 3 lifeguards, that might not end well for me. So, yeah, we'll do our best. Please! I think you lose 2 for Minesweeper if you lifeguard incorrectly as Nam. I don't remember, but hey. There's also something I wanted to mention earlier, but I am not going to mention it now because I need to do the thing. So, let me just make sure to put this on screen. I did not spell correctly. So, B4, I'm actually just going to go wild here. B4, actually I should have copied that. I did not copy the right thing, so let me actually type that out so I can copy paste it easier. Oh, goodness gracious. Oops. Let's see. So let me type that in so I can copy it later, just so I make my own life easier. Not that you can't just do that. I should just copy paste Nam, but I've already typed it all out. So B4A5, and I know what I'm trying to make here, but let's just go through it and be. Oh, that's right. I accidentally clicked the thingamajiggy, so whoopsie doopsie. But I think we just But let's just be sure. So B6, I put in 2 6s, by the way. That makes me really sad. But can I actually... I can go in between. I'm going absolutely... Hey, the more I know, even though I don't need to do all of this. So, let me do this really quickly. Can I say... I can copy-paste it all. And off we go. So, I really should just copy-paste Nam. So, B6, C4, D5... C6, C4, D5, C6. I mean, again, you're making a certain symbol here. C5, D4, question mark? Am I going crazy? I might be going crazy. Well, I should just do that then. Gosh, dang it, me. D5. And... oh my goodness, please, let me type. C6, B4. C6, B4. So yeah, I would have done this wrong. But, did I do that right? Oh my goodness. Oh, I did not do that right. Well, hey. I think it is, so, 1, A5, B6, Oh my goodness, I'm going absolutely insane. Okay, let me just actually do this with my mouse symbol. B4, A5, B6, C4, D5... C6, D5, C6, B4. Oh my goodness, I'm going absolutely insane. Please save me. B4, A5, B6, C4. Oh, C4. I'm going crazy. Well, hopefully I didn't have to open them in that order. Otherwise, I'm going to be a bit... Yeah, I was about to say, I knew I was making an 8. Why did that feel so strange? Well, hey. So you don't need to flip the cards, thankfully. But I think I should have remembered that, but I forgot. So, by the way, keep note of the name of the character that we did not type in yet. That's what we'll be using later. Shrug. That's all I have to say at the moment. I don't remember if you have to play as the fourth character to... you have to play as Ba to do the last one. But if we put in Hua's name... Oh my goodness, that is not an A. Yeah, we have to search for a very specific game here. And I think what it's searching... to get the actual name of the game, you have to put in the sequence question mark on the right. So yeah, GDCD, which should be... I think it's rock, paper, scissors. So off we go. Again, you need to survive long enough, so shrug, shuffle. Well, again, let's leave things to human error, basically, for me to fail. That way, we can finish this quicker. I say as I floundered around in Nam's extra one for a moment. Oh, I nearly lost it because I was not paying attention. But yes, once we do this, I don't remember if you have to play the last part twice. We will go through the scene regardless, but yeah, we'll see. Bad card, 50-50. Find password. Does that count as a failure? Let's find out. Well, not gonna find out today. Well, yeah, moving on. Math, matches, phone a friend. We'll take the phone a friend. Again, we're just stalling until we get to the minigame we need to play, which I'm pretty sure it's rock, paper, scissors. So, Hangman, Minesweeper, ask the audience. We'll just grab more lifeguards, why not? I'm pretty sure this is less efficient. You actually want to be taking these later, because as I mentioned in the earlier episode, but I'll mention for the first time in this video, the later you play a minigame, the harder it is. Just straight up. Now, is it actually harder for some or most people? Probably not, but hey. You know what? Let's actually... no, I don't want to Hangman, actually. Oh, mistakes are made. Well, hey. Let's just not get rock, paper, scissors ever in this run. That'll make me a bit sad. Matches, Hangman, math. We'll do math. Normally, I would do matches and use up my lifeguards, but it's fine for the moment. That has to be less than whatever that is. -4, 12... times 50, 180. 180 has to be greater because whatever that was negative. 11, -70, -67. Am I going great? Yeah, no, I'm not going great. 67, basically minus 54, -13. I swear I'm not trying to flex on my math skills, not that they're the greatest, but hey. Xylophone, Minesweeper, high-low. We'll just trade a lifeguard or two, it's fine. Oops. That's right, I have to use lifeguards. Don't kill me! Okay, good. Yeah, that's right. Okay, you have to play actually every xylophone. Well, hey. So, if we... Please give me rock, paper, scissors soon. Oh, my sweet goodness. Well, well, well. If it isn't, my trading of lifeguards. So, Cloud, Clover, Immediate Clover, Cloud Gem 8. Cloud Gem 8, that's 8. Cloud Gem remaining. Cloud Gem Star. That was a cloud, right? Yeah. Gem Star... I'm actually in a lifeguard again because I forgot. Gem Star Timer. So we should know everything. Gem Star Timer. And off we go. Where's rock, paper, scissors? Am I really not going to get rock, paper, scissors here? That makes me so sad. I'm actually just going to escape and... Okay, I was about to say. So at this point, now that we're here... So you have smiley faces and frowny faces. Literally look on the left and right, and you'll see. In fact, the cursor even changes to kind of help you out as well to a click. So, happy, 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 sad, sad. Oh, I forgot. Does this count, by the way? Sad, sad, sad. Yeah, 3 times for each, basically, starting with happy. And then alternate. Caught you sleeping. 3, 9, 12. Actually, I need to remember that too. So, off to type this down really quickly. So, oh goodness. Because if I don't remember, that would not be great. I think you're given a way to remember it though, just in case you forget. I think that's the only thing you need to remember aside from, well, after this. So, if we go in here, I think we can immediately do it. Oh, not now. Well, hey. Off we go. I forgot how long we have to actually wait. I guess we do this for the moment. And we try our best. Animal. Kappa? Nope. Kappa. Right? Nope. I got it right, but I got the letter right, but it's not what I was expecting. Panda. Something panda. Red panda? I'm just gonna say red panda. Yeah, I hope I remember what I exactly have to do here. Let's do rock, paper, scissors immediately. Not be scissors, so rock or paper. We throw rock. Rock, rock. Double rock. And lose to the hand the last round, so you're going to pick scissors, so I pick rock again. Rock, rock, scissors, rock. My last hand round. Round hand is wrong. Why do I always mix that up? So I pick paper. And off we go. Yeah, more than 4 or 5 I usually don't remember without audio support. So, math first. -2. -10 is less than whatever is on the right because it's positive. -11. I was going to mention a thing. I guess I'll do it at the end of the video. So, -17, -10, no, -119 has to be less than whatever this big result is. Nope, I'm wrong. Well, give me 3 minutes off. Ow! Just making sure, though. Yeah, not now. So, bad card, 50-50, phone a friend, bad card. You don't want to guess? I'm going to guess. Okay, good. Then I'm going to lifeguard the rest, please. Yeah, this is immediate insta-death. I'm pretty sure it's almost always insta-death. Even against, yeah, for any of the characters. 50-50, shuffle, Minesweeper, Minesweeper. Just pick one randomly, Mines, again, I don't need to explain Minesweeper, I already went into it in the last video, so yeah, you should be able to tell. That being said, I don't know what's here. Oh my goodness, my time, please! But, so that's 1, 2, 3, low odds, question mark? Do I want to guess again? I'm going to guess again. Oh my goodness, what is RNG? Please! 4 minutes to do the rest. Well, at least I know what these are. What I don't know is anything else. So 1, 2, oh my goodness, I have to guess. I'm just going to lifeguard. I have the lifeguards, I have the power. But, should be nothing else around here. Nothing else around here either. 1, 2, question mark. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, so this should be open, yeah, because has to be a mine there. 4 mini games left. Well. Shuffle. And now I'm really only blocked by the amount of time left, because time is still ticking as the cards are shuffling, so if the boogeyman here decides to just, you know, waste my time, that would be very mean to do. That wouldn't be very fair, although I'm the one who made all the mistakes, so... that being said, yeah, we don't want to mess up again. That we probably won't have enough time to get through all the minigames. So, 3 more. 50-50, phone a friend really quickly, just so we can get through this. Am I forgetting? I might have forgotten. There's no way I'm forgetting how to do this, right? So, password, expert, password. We have the lifeguards, we have the power. So just brute force like a monkey. There's 1 diamond. There are no clubs, so I'm just going to guess here. Do I want to guess here? I'm just going to guess. Yeah, I'm just going to start guessing. So, diamond. I don't actually know if I put them in the right spot, so I'm actually just going to flip the other 2. Nope. So it was either the heart in the right place or the club in the right place. So we're just gonna guess that the heart was in the right place for now, and if it's not, sad. Wow, okay. Literally, I think it's the last one possible. So, the heart is first, the diamond is last. That means the spade, spade is second. Never mind. I am going absolutely insane. Well, hey. Did I already do all the possible combinations? 3 minutes left. Heart, yeah, it should be heart. Heart diamond? I have to lifeguard, by the way. We don't have enough time. Okay, good. 1 lifeguard left. I'm sure there's a more efficient way to do that all, but hey. Let's just be sure here. Not now. Okay. Definitely not high-low. Simon is our human error. Red, blue. Red, yellow, red. Just do it again. Do 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 do. Do 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 boom. Get me out! So you can't type anything at this moment. And off we go. If it's not after the end here, then it's probably at the very beginning before anything. So here's hoping, right? I'll be right back, please. Okay, well, at least we just did a whole run. Goodness gracious. Well, hey. So yeah, we're just gonna speed through this. Again, please get the game yourself. It's actually on sale at the time of this video's recording. So it's about $4 USD. I think it's like $4.50 USD, but normally it's $4.99 USD. So as we complete this, let's find out. So we finally get to our final character here, and yeah, let's see what happens. So the Magic 8 Ball, I think, actually is somewhat truthful, but for the most part, you're essentially flying blind. So as we wake up and try our best, yeah, we try our best. I think you can do a thing right now, but I'm choosing not to. So let's just pick human error and do the best. So not scissors, so we pick rock. Actually, it was paper. I'm going absolutely insane. Never mind, I lied. What a way to end the run. I'm going absolutely crazy. Well, hey. Reset, please. So, let's actually play as our final character. I'm going to use timestamps here. And the Magic 8 Ball, I think, does help out. I assume it does help out, but at the same time, you shouldn't need it. So, we'll do this again, because we can't make a single mistake. So, as long as I don't make a mistake, it's fine. 9, 56... I think the lore is that she's basically another an actual perfect child, but I can't remember if that's correct. Otherwise, I mean, she's just a really cool child anyway. Simon, I should have actually done rock, paper, scissors first, but it's fine. Yeah, I should have done rock, paper, scissors first. I made a mistake. Well, hopefully we don't run into it again. If I run into an RNG minigame, though, then I will... And I don't have a lot of lifeguards, I will play rock, paper, scissors, so... Yeah, the talently gifted. Password, high, low, bad. Oh my goodness. Do we get lifeguards here? Let's find out. We do. So, yeah, and lifeguards don't quote-unquote count as making a mistake. Unfortunately, I pulled every single card, and that's actually not what you want. So at this point, you're given this little cheat code. We don't need to use it here until, well, a certain moment. So... yeah, not really much else to say there. I'll use it when we need to. Gem 8. Gem immediately. Clover. So 8 clover. Now we just have a clover. Clover timer. And we did not RNG our way to victory. We would have gotten it wrong, so good thing I didn't gamble. But off we go. 1 lifeguard left. That makes me so sad. But if there's anything else, oh, we don't have anything. Well... So you can, I think so the 8-ball would be useful for big RNG plays, but in the end, it is an 8-ball, so you're not getting a clear answer. So I'm going to Hangman instead and do my best. That is a thing. Let's hope there's an A. Yes. Oh! What a time to be alive! No! Well. So, we're gonna finally play as the last character here. I'm doing this mainly for the timestamps. Yeah, the 8-ball, again, I probably could have used the 8-ball, but I don't know what effect it has in certain games. Unless it's just completely random. If it is completely random, that would be funny. But otherwise, okay, let's get our salty run back here. Has to be an A this time. A and D. I'm just gonna guess A and D. We're at the first minigame. If we lose here, so be it. Otherwise, at this point, we are guessing out of our mind. So... yeah, they're, macaroni and cheese, right? I'm just gonna guess. E-S-H-G Roni. So R-O. Why couldn't they give me this? Well, it's also because the first 3 letters... I swear I don't remember from my first time playing this game. So the middle of the letter like that on a food genre has to be and, right? There's no way it's not. Anywho. We'll do Minesweeper first, so it's quote-unquote easier. But we do have to burn lifeguards here, because you never know when you're just going to randomly run into a mine and just explode. So, oh my goodness. Wow, we have to use a lot of lifeguards. Okay, we did run into a lifeguard moment. Unfortunately, it was a time in which I didn't need to use a lifeguard, but so be it, right? Really? Is there another mine here? No, there's not. You're just having me flip every card. Why you do? 2, so now we can flip these comfortably. We can actually flip this one. 2... 2. It's a gamble. I have to gamble. 3, so it should be this one. Okay, good. I mean, it should have been that one. I think there's no way that we get it wrong there. Bad shuffle matches. We'll do bad first, because I think there are less bad cards. I don't need to gamble, though. We're just going to make our decision and use up our life cards. And off we go. Again, I'll show you what cheat does near the end. So rock, paper, scissors. It's a bit into it, but not be rock, paper, scissors. So we pick scissors because only paper can lose to scissors, and let's not make the mistake we made last time. Same as my last round hand, which was scissors, I believe. So we pick rock to win. And last round hand was rock, so we pick paper this time. So paper, scissors, scissors, rock, rock, paper. Basically a big caterpillar. But lose to your hand in the last round. So you did paper last round. Rock loses to paper, so we pick paper ourselves. Question mark? Am I going crazy here? No, I'm going crazy! I hate it. Maybe I should just avoid this for the sake of my own sanity. Oh my goodness, I can't logic my way out. This is what I get when I... So... like, if I had all the time in the world and I don't mind quote-unquote cheating, as we play our 5th character here, again, for timestamp's sake, I would actually just write down all the results. That way I don't get things wrong. Because the only thing really limiting you is the timer here. Shrug, that's the end of the sentence. Again, though, we could 8-ball at certain points, but I'm pretty sure in games like rock, paper, scissors, and especially Hangman, the 8-ball doesn't do anything. I mean, I'll use it here just to look cool. But otherwise... yeah, not really much else we can do with the 8-ball. It's vague as vague can be. I'm gonna guess here. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, we'll start the timestamp there because I'm just going to play out of my mind from this point on. So just to show you what the 8-ball does, on a minigame where it kind of doesn't make sense. If I were to think, though, I would assume that the 8-ball is basically developed for basically the RNG moment. So what example can we use? I don't really know, actually. So instead, we're going to... password. Yeah, we'll password. We get 3 lifeguards, right? Yeah, we do. So we're just going to do some big guesses. And do our best. So there's 1 clover. And we basically just use our lifeguards until the end of this. So now that we know it's not Heart Cloud, we just pick the only remaining combination. Yeah, let's avoid rock, paper, scissors. I could just cheat for rock, paper, scissors, but I'm choosing not to. Here, though, at the very beginning, never mind, I lied. So not be scissors, you're picking rock or paper. We pick paper. That way we can never lose. And you did do rock, so lose to your hand. You picked rock, so what loses to rock? Scissors, so we pick rock. And did I get that wrong again? I was about to say. We only need to get one more right, so same as your last round hand, which is scissors, so we pick our same thing as well. So yeah, I said I wasn't going to do it again, but it's a gimme, please. If first 2 mini games, we pick rock, paper, scissors, it has to be picked. 11 is less than 17. -2. 6? Oh no, 5. 5. I can't do math. 28. Get me out of here. We have 6 mini games to go though. High-low, hangman, bad card. Okay, I guess we're just gonna guess all the way. I always tend to bet against myself in before actually the game cheats against you, because every time I think, except one moment, every time I played bad card and I used up all my lifeguards until the last card. So, whoopsie doopsie. We have to pick shuffle. I need some lifeguards for this. Yeah, and at this point, again, those who already know the end of this game probably are just yelling at me to do something, but it's, I'm not gonna do it again. I'll do it when needed. So, let's try and get something on. There is a bird, by the way. That's not you, it's me. Matches, Simon. Simon, please. So we can get some lifeguards. Yellow, green. Blue, green, yellow. Dun, dun, alternate. And so when I'm speaking out loud, I'm basically giving you my basically what I'm thinking as I'm doing things. So that's why when I said alternate, it was alternating between blah blah blah. So my brain. Matches high-low. We'll do matches here. We should get 3 lifeguards, 5 lifeguards. Just as well. We probably need it. Star Cloud, Clover 8. Star Cloud, Clover 8. Star Clover 8. Star Clover 8. Star Clover 8 timer. We got a timer. Star Clover 8 gem. I'm going to open this just to see. Star Clover. Star 8 gem. Star 8 gem. Let's get out of here. Now, we're not out of here yet, but let's try getting closer. So, Hangman, Minesweeper. Minesweeper. Normally, I'd pick, if you're a more logical person, you pick Hangman there, but as I just showed you, I'm just going to actually use another lifeguard here. Oh my god, I have to use another lifeguard. Okay, good. So, we can open up everything around this 2, around this 1, open up around this 1 again. Mine. Yeah, so this is a guaranteed mine, I believe, because the only 2 things that are touching here are mines. That means for the other 2s here, we can open up this safely. This, however, is a guess. So, we're going to guess. And yeah, so 2 here. 2 here. So I should be able to open up everything here. No! Why am I doing this to myself? Well, we're keeping this, because this is a stream-like video, so we're going to keep this. Hey, as we keep the... No, we're not adding a timestamp here. We'll leave those fails here. Oh my goodness, I was so close. No! I should have just lifeguarded, all things considered, but you're not guaranteed to get what you want. I think we had one last thingy-majiggy left. Rock, paper. It went... You did do paper. Win against your hand, so you're going to pick scissors. And so I pick rock. And I think there only should be 3 rounds for the first 1 or 2. Yeah, so same as the last round, so I pick rock again, and off we go. My goodness. Out of curiosity, how much time? 34 minutes into this video. I have been purposely losing because my brain is choosing to lose. Let's see here. Funny enough, let's actually pick Hangman here. That way I can pick the more human error games later. That being said, just to be safe, yeah, well, good thing I lifeguarded, because boy, oh boy. I still don't know what this is, so I'm going to keep lifeguarding with the vowels. Coffee shop. coffee shop. And off we go. I really should not have made as many errors as I did, but I'm just having fun. I'm having fun with myself. So, bad card shuffle. Bad card, we'll pick, yeah, at least 2 mini games that are RNG. We did immediately pick the bad card, so hey, fun times. So, as you may, I'm not going to say what exactly it does, but if you might be able to work out, cheat does allow you to basically win a lot easier. Gem Cloud, by the way. Gem Cloud Clover Timer. Gem Cloud Clover Timer. Gem Cloud, oh my goodness, we have everything. Gem Cloud Clover Timer. Gem Cloud Clover. Gem Cloud Clover Timer. I should have opened that one. Gem Cloud Clover. Gem Cloud Clover. Gem Cloud Clover. Gem 8. Now, we're doing it fast here, but that's not always good. I am kind of speeding through and not stopping to think, so that could be really, really bad. Password first. Let me just repeat, though. Everything I've did up to this point has been human error. Can you never really have 2 of the same symbol? You can't. All right, noted. I thought you could have 2 of the same symbol, but I guess I'm wrong. So I'm just going to actually move everything over. So this time we do heart de bleu. I still don't know what it is, so... Actually, am I doing this wrong? I might be doing this wrong. Well... So, oh, I did do it wrong, because I didn't actually move everything to where I thought. So, I guess this, yeah, we're actually guessing out of our minds at the moment. So this time, we're going to switch the spade in the club, and we are in trouble. So, I think the spade... what did I do here? The clover is in the middle, so we just do this. I'm going to use the life card regardless. We didn't need to, but just playing it safe here because my own brain is not thinking correctly. Shuffle. Let's pick a human error game finally. So, again, in case I didn't say what I mean. So when I say human error game, I basically mean that there's no way you get it wrong unless you, the player, make a mistake. There's no RNG involved that is out of your control, is what I'm trying to say. Did this move at all? It did not. I got bamboozled there. By myself. Middle. And off we go. 3 left. Can we ever get freebies, pretty much? Xylophone, no. Do the math right now. 7 plus 6 is 13. 3 minus 6 is negative 3. 1 plus 2 is 3. 19. 2 times 17 is 34. 34. Blah, blah, blah. 32. 49. I'm going crazy. 49 times 34. 49 times 34. I'm not going to look at the answers yet. I'm thinking in my head. 34, 5, 1700 minus 34. 1666, question mark? 9, blah, 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 blah. I should just lifeguard this, by the way, but I'm feeling particularly salty. So, 9, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we actually have to multiply this first. You know what? I'm just going to burn a life card anyway, but I will try to do this correctly. So, 2 times whatever this big sequence is. Negative 6, negative 60. Plus 8. Or actually, 60 plus 8, 68, right? That has to be 68. 68 times... Oh, am I going crazy? I'm going crazy, aren't I? I'm going crazy. I should just lifeguard this, by the way, and just throw every caution to the wind. But 9... Watch it just be negative versus the positive. I'm going to be so sad. 2... Because, yeah, we have to do all these anyway. So, actually, I should do this first. So, 2, negative 7, negative 6, negative 12. Yeah, negative 12, negative 120. But then it's positive because we subtract from a negative number. So, that is 128, I believe. 128 times 9 is a big 1100. So let's just remember that as we move forward here. It's 27. So watch this. If this is actually just a negative number, I'm going to be really sad. I think it's just a negative number here. It is a negative number here. I'm going to lifeguard regardless, but this is greater than, right? Nope, it was wrong. I think it was wrong. I'm going crazy. All that work just to lifeguard. So, Simon. No way I get this wrong, right? Hold on, let me focus. Red, yellow. Goes up to 6, I believe. Alternate. This feels familiar. Okay. So I was saying by that is that is that truly random? I'd be interested to see. So for our last, actually, we do this. I think we just play normal. Yeah, let's play normally for the moment because I don't remember exactly how this last part plays out. Shrug, that's all I have to say at the moment. I actually have to burn all of my life cards here. Oh my goodness, can we open up something? Oh my goodness, please. Please, I don't want to use all my life cards here. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. We finally have an opening. Unfortunately, we didn't enable a lot of other stuff. Oh my goodness. Well, let's hope for the best. Because now I'm just more than a little sad. So 2... 3, I have to guess. Do I have to guess? I think I have to guess. There's a high chance this is the mine here, but just to be safe. Okay, it is. The problem... Actually, there's a 1 here. I didn't need to gamble. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, just being sure. So these 2 are mines, for sure. And these 3 are mines. So therefore, I can open this. And off we go. Did I accidentally do this correctly? Because I think I was supposed to do a certain thing. But I think it's fine. So off we go. 3912, by the way. And we'll start this last part. So not really much else to it. I think you have to play as Anne again, by the way. But let's find out. Because, again, I don't remember this last part completely. That being said, we do have to do some player interaction here. So, yes, hello, you're loading. Oh no, it's going back down. Ah, my neck. Ah. So we're going to the house. So if you want the lore here, I mean, what's on screen is pretty much going to be the huge part of it. But obviously there's dialogue going on. So, 3912. Did I not do that right? I did not do that right. Well, hey. It is, actually. Okay. Now we put it here. My mistake. Whee! Oh no! Now, is it actually just fantasy playtime, or is it actual supernaturalness? But no, we're not gonna quit here. Ow! Smiley face. And so you have all the backstory you ever need here. And now, once we go back... So, let's actually go back into here, and let's use all of our options properly. Hopefully I'm going to do this part right, because I hope I do this part right. So otherwise, let's get into it. So, what do we want to do first? Let's do matches first, and yeah, we have to go through basically one more time. But we do have to make sure we survive as well. 8 cloud gem, 8 cloud gem timer, 8 cloud gem, 8 cloud timer, 8 cloud timer clover, never mind, 8 cloud timer, question mark, yeah, 8 cloud, 8 cloud, 8 cloud. Sounds like I'm doing some kind of weird ritual, but I promise it helps me remember. Goodness. Ask the audience. Just do lifeguard stuff. Not that we'll need it, but let's see here. So am I going to do this right? Let's find out if I do this part right, because I don't recall, yeah, the exact thing I need to do. Hangman first. Animal, I have no idea. It wasn't an A. I feel like I did that wrong before. Well, hey, all the vowels. Don't want to know what this is, so I have to just put in a random. Cutterfish? Fish? Nope. Butterfly. And if it's not, I'm going to be so sad. I'll scream the dev's name for the top of my... Okay, good. So, bad card. We'll get that out of the way. Please let me flip it immediately, otherwise I have to resort to not wasting time. Okay, good. Oh, goodness. Expert, Simon, shuffle. Simon first. Could have just actually done shuffle, but it's fine. Watch me misclick or just get this wrong. I would be so sad with myself. But we'll do our best. Alternate. I almost misclicked there, by the way. That would not have been good. Ooh, look, a circle. And off we go. So I guess I'll mention what I am going to mention at the very end of the video, or the last timestamp. So, 5 is less than 7, and if it's not, I either did math wrong, or my life has... The laws of math have been changed. 12, 190, 3912, but I'm going to burn a life card here just to be safe. Shuffle, so we cannot get things wrong. Please don't blink me, because I would like to get through this in one go. Left it, just use the mouse. I'm just going to use the mouse. Wow, you shuffled up that one a lot this time. You really don't want me getting out. Or her getting out. Boo. Let's do the mini games. Oh goodness, I almost broke my own concentration like that. One more. Should be one more. Okay, good. And now here, I don't recall if we have to do a thing, do something else, but I think it's fine. So we'll just take our free out here, because combination with 4 lifeguards is not great for me. And now, I don't think, yeah, there's nothing else we can really do here, so I think we are forced to take it. But just to be sure, xylophone. But nothing else we can do. So, and if I do this wrong, it's going to be really interesting. So, we have to activate lifeguards, because otherwise these count as mistakes, so you end up dying if you click one and don't have enough. So, here is where we put in our cheat, and hey, guess what? Every time you put in cheat, you get a life. I did use a lifeguard, right? Yeah. And off we go. By the powers that be. However, I hope I really did this correctly. So, at a certain point, I'm going to mention a timestamp just to mention it. I'll probably label it as well properly in this video. And if you're not watching this on the platform this video is uploaded to, then, well, hey. And if I didn't do this right, I'm going to be so sad with myself. So, goodness gracious. I didn't do this right. No! You know, this might actually become a video. Well, off we go again. Let's see. Oh, I made a mistake. So let's do this again. Hey, look, it's a timestamp. It's a proper timestamp. Off we go. My goodness. How much time, by the way? Nearly 50 minutes. We'll do it again. But this time we have... So, again, at this point, we're just going to do this. Oh, never mind. We're not going to do that. We're going to do this. And if I highlight this, we should be able to just essentially get infinite things. But we will still do things properly, because we might as well. I mean, at times. Now, unfortunately, I'm not picking a single mine when I'm expecting a mine. So... Goodness gracious. Pick one, get rid of these mines, and off we go. I can just pick up mines as I sit here, or I pick up lives as I sit here. And we might as well, because at this point, again, if you don't know what to do, it can be a bit odd, but you do have, like, basically guesses. By the way, these two are mines, but we're going to lifeguard regardless, because just playing it safe. We have the cheats, we have the power. I'm pretty sure these two are mines, but again, we're just going to go through. Okay, never mind. I lied to myself. Actually, no, that had to have been a mine, or one of these had to be RNG, but it's fine. 3, unfortunately, there's another guess here. So let's just get our lives back. I think that sound is by the game itself. That's not actually a you sound or me sound. So, as we flip these here... Wait. Wow, that was big RNG. I RNG'd myself into an RNG. But anywho. Let's continue on. Math. I should be able to do this right. And if I'm feeling particularly lazy, I will just use a lifeguard. So, -3 is greater than 4, but let's just be safe. -2, 2, nah, I'm going crazy, never mind, it's 6. Because for some reason I thought that was a big negative number. We will get some lives as we're waiting here. And Simon, question mark? Yeah, Simon. This means, however, with the cheat option, we can just pick RNG. So, we can pick RNG minigames. Period. That's the end of the sentence. Hey, it's a snake. And let's see what else we have on our plate. Probably Hangman, just a guess. Yeah, just a guess. That way I can maybe make this easier on myself. I guess we'll find out, though. I'm gonna say that's ice cream. It has to be ice cream, right? Yeah, I was about to say. I had a feeling. Watch me actually get it wrong. That would have been really, really sad. And now, rock, paper, scissors, 50-50 life bar. Let's just try to speed through this if we can. So blah blah blah. Blub blub. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, we'll do this just to see. I think is that better? I think that might actually be better. Yeah. So we're gonna do that instead. Maybe I was wasting time. There's not a heart in here. So, diamond seems to be the second one. So that means clover has to be the last. We'll still burn lifeguards. No point not doing... Oh, never mind. I lied. Now I don't know. I'm just going to give some guesses. So, club. I'll just switch these up just to be sure. Never mind. I could logic this out at some point. Actually, the clover has to be first. Yeah, the clover's actually first. Should have been able to logic that out, but I didn't because I'm going crazy. So, the diamond is last, I believe. Yeah, it is. And while we wait, we'll just grab our lives back. Some small little developer note is that having the ability to basically type that in and add lives while this is happening is an interesting thing to note. And the reason for that is because oftentimes when you try to have a player do things simultaneously, like the game goes on and the character talks, while you input basically the cheat code and get a life, that can cause a lot of bugs. So there might still actually be a bug if you like somehow do everything at the same time, but like you put in cheat while the exact frame the character talks, but that would be a little weird. But anywho, phone a friend, might as well. We have all the lives in the world. This is the fastest thing we can pick, I think. Wasn't really paying attention. I just know phone a friend is fast. But yeah, it's interesting to note that. So off we go. Shuffle, 50-50, 50-50. I don't think we lose here, right? None of these count as mistakes? Question mark. And then we should be forced into a thing. Let's see if I can do this here. Can we do it here? Oh yeah, in the final job. Yeah. So we wait. Let's see here. Am I doing this wrong? I might be doing this wrong. Well, we're gonna find out. So, I'm gonna keep bringing this down. But the very last one... Did I do this wrong? I might have done this wrong. Well, hey. Do my best, please. Oops. Oh my goodness. Not like this, please. Did I not do it right? I may not have done it right. Well, hey. Just being sure before I do anything else. Let's see here. Do I purposely do? I'm just gonna do it correctly here. Oh, no! Mistakes are made, please. But yeah, I mean, I guess at this point we can just go over some certain things while we are trying to get back to where we were. But yeah, there are a lot of interesting things to note bug-wise, seeing what may or may not happen when you do certain things in a game. In this particular, what I mentioned last time when being able to type while things are happening on screen is a common thing. Basically doing things at the same time or more than two things can cause weird things to happen. Normally to a computer, it's not really intensive, but if you code something incorrectly or develop something incorrectly, as it turns out, bad things can happen. So, let's see here. I need to go through this all again, so we're just going to try to brute force through this while grabbing lives. -1. 4. You know what? I actually might make this an actual video by cutting things. So, if I do, then, yeah, that'll just end up happening. Otherwise, you're getting a whole video. Oh, goodness. Blue, yellow. Red, blue, blue. Again, we're doing Simon Says early on, so we can try to make this as quick as possible, because you have less Simon instances to go through when you are playing it early, basically, as a minigame. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to say, but I said it. So, let's see here. The Minesweeper here. We have we have the lifeguards to spare, so time to guess. There's a mine. We're actually looking for another mine. We found a one instead, so now we can just open up everything. Might as well RNG it here. There's the 2. There's another 2. We can open every one of these. That is a mine over there. Again, open these up and guess. So 2, so we can open up these and off we go. Cheat should not disable you from getting to the end of the game here, but you never know, right? We'll see what actually happens. I swear, yeah, I really don't remember how to do what I do. 8 cloud timer. Oh my goodness, give me a lifeguard. 8 cloud timer clover. 8 cloud timer clover. Gem. 8 cloud timer. Again, we have the lifeguard, so we might as well just use them. Because if 8 cloud timer clover. 8. And then this is the last one. And then we refill our lives with cheat. You know, if I do make a cut, things are going to sound weird because I was kind of talking linearly, so... yeah, hopefully I don't cut myself off. But otherwise, maybe I just add everything in, right? Future Jordan can take care of timestamps so I don't waste your time. But as we sit here, oh my goodness, what number? I've ended on 6.67 twice. The neighbor, I forgot what the exact thing is. Something about the beast. Anyway, phone a friend. I'm gonna just actually type this in while we are doing other stuff. Otherwise, I'm gonna be really sad with myself, and I'm going to hope for the best. So, Hangman password. Well, Hangman here. Dessert something. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna just keep adding in vowels. I still don't know what it is, so add in an E. Apple pie. Please. Oh, please. Huh. So something to note here is the timer did stop. I was gonna mention something else about development, but hey. Let's find out if I can do this correctly. Ah! My face! Do I purposely get it wrong? I guess we're gonna find out. So, yeah, okay. So we did have to purposely get it quote-unquote fail here. So without further ado, again, I don't know if I'm actually going to make a cut. Again, this is all for future Jordan to take care of. But without further ado, yeah, that's the end of the game. That is the end of the game. There is something to note there, is that if you don't cheat, essentially you do have to do a second run through. So it is another kind of skill check, which is something to note for developers trying to test their players. I think there are smart ways to skill check a player and not smart ways to do it. An example of a bad skill check would be to say, hey, defeat 50 of said enemies. Things like that I think are bad skill checks, because oftentimes, even just the one time, a lot of players can be like kind of not burnt out, but are not willing or don't look upon that kindly, as opposed to, hey, if you don't get anything new, what's the point? And I think that is a good part, or a part you want to kind of reward the player with. Yes, I am trying to fill time here. Reward the player with is that, so in this example, you play as Anne once, but then you get something at the end, and then afterward you play it a second time, and then you get something different again. If you're just playing it over and over and over, and the change, or you're not getting anything too new, which is a pitfall I've done in my own RPG Maker games as well, RPG Maker games before, is that I didn't reward the player enough, and there's not really a lot of tangible reward for a player to feel like they're using their time. And that's something I've talked about in the past before, is how you use the player's time. Oftentimes, yes, more than a few games try to waste your time and try to get your time by putting in mundane things. And, that's not normally a thing that you want if you're trying to think about the player's fun. So I will type in gallery just to kind of show you some things here and there. But at the same time, so here's the timestamp where I explain other stuff. The codes that you saw there, so pause if you want to look at them for any reason, though this is big spoilers, is that you can actually add in customized content or mods to this game. And essentially, it is basically editing the character most likely. But if I go over here and look really quickly, I think you can customize a bit more. Yeah, dialogue, text, and basically language translations as well. I forgot if you can actually modify anything else. But if you want to see your own face while you're playing this game, then I guess you can do that. I wonder what that actually looks like. Are you still playing as certain characters? Well, either way, if I do something like that, it'll probably be like an extra and or OVA video. But yeah, without further ado, not really much else to say. I won't show you everything in the gallery because, well, you should play the game yourself. It's only like a few bucks USD, well, $5 USD. But yeah, without further ado, that's the whole of this game. And I know I have not said the game's name, but that's because I've messed up pronunciation before. So I'll just leave it as is. Otherwise, I did add a link to the description below, to the actual game page on Steam. And yeah, there's not really much else to say. There is a Discord server as well. I think it's primarily a Vietnamese server because the developer is Vietnamese, and if I messed up anything, then please correct me. But yeah, without further ado, not really much else to say. If you have anything to say, or if you want to support me or not support me, you know what to do. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!